and Erik Pizarro joining us. They just got their workout in. So, guys, what's going on?
What's good? What's good?
We're excited to have you guys on together. A lot of people remember you guys from those real Hondo days. How you guys been? And I've seen you guys have been keeping in shape, and how y'all been doing?
We've been doing pretty good. Doing what we can do with it. During these times and stuff. So just trying to stay in shape and things like that.
Tyler?
Uh, it's been all right. The virus has kind of messed up a lot of things. We're used to going out and stuff, and now we can't really do much. And it's getting like this virus just messed everything up. So we're just getting used to everything.
Yeah.
But it's been going pretty good.
What have you guys been up to outside of, I know you guys just wrapped up finals, but maybe some things on the side, some gaming, or you guys, some hobbies you guys picked up on maybe?
I mean, I'm not into games, so I just spending time with the family, watching some TV, catching up on different shows and things like that.
Yeah, I play a little bit of video games, but not too much. I just try watching movies with the fam. That's about it.
You guys watching anything on Netflix?
I mean, I don't really watch Netflix, but I did watch that Tiger King, and then this other show. But yeah, Tiger King.
I've been watching that Michael Jordan series that's been on.
Yeah.
So that one's been pretty good.
What do you guys think about that? What stood out to you?
What, The Last Dance?
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I like it. It shows an in-depth look in Michael Jordan, his story and all that. So, I really like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm surprised. Like, it's pretty crazy seeing him work that hard and everything. It's kind of like inspiring for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Yeah, I was born in '92, so I was just a little kid. So I was able to see Michael play, but seeing all this behind the scene things a little different.
Yeah.
My friend was telling me like, man, we were watching it, and he's like, I'd be afraid to play with Michael Jordan.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so you guys just wrapped up y'all's finals.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's a relief for you guys being able to wrap up school. How'd that go for y'all?
I mean, it went pretty good. It was tough, especially like this transition from, you're in class, you get to see the teacher face to face, and this transition from all straight online, it was something different. But I mean, I'm glad it's over. The grades are looking good, so I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah. I already had online classes, so I was already kind of used to this whole setup. But other than that, it's been pretty good. The grades are good, so it's not that bad.
What classes did y'all take this semester? Anything that stood out?
A&P, Anatomy and Physiology.
Yeah. What class did I take? I took like a medical terminology class. So basically, you had to learn about the body, like how to name all the different parts and stuff. So that was pretty tough. That's like the only tough class I had, really.
So Tyler, you mentioned you just came back to UTRGV. Was that this semester, or when did you come back?
Yeah, it was this semester. I just came back. It was last minute, so it's pretty interesting just coming back. It was a good experience in San Antonio. I had a fun time, but it's pretty good just being back.
What was the powerlifting scene like for you up there?
It was pretty good. It was tough. All the workouts and stuff. I mean, it's something I like to do, so it's something I enjoyed. I didn't mind it at all. So.
And Erik, you've been up at Lamar for this was your second year up there?
Yes, sir.
What was the college experience been like for you so far? Being away from home, and I'm sure you're used to all the things by now.
I mean, yeah. First, I mean, everybody has a tough time. The whole being away from your family and trying to get used to that. But after that, it's smooth sailing. You get the hang of things. I'm always busy, so I always have things to do. So I mean, I always have my mind on something like that's going on. So I mean, after you get that first little, I guess, month or two done, you're good.
And the powerlifting, what made you want to come back to the Valley, Tyler? Was it a little bit of the powerlifting and academics and just wanting to come back, or was it a little bit of both?
It was pretty much everything, I guess. I kind of miss home, I guess. I don't know. I guess I want to be back home, and the fact that I get to do powerlifting here was something I like. So it was a good fit, And so I actually made it to nationals, but that got canceled because of the virus. So they postponed it to like September, October, that around that time. So I'm looking forward to that.
So you guys are still gonna have it then?
Yeah, we should.
I hope.
As of right now, yes.
So what do you have to do to qualify for nationals? Is there like an area quarterfinals or anything like that?
So we each have a weight class, and in each weight class, there's like a qualifying total. So you have to meet that total in order to make it to nationals. And so I hit my total, so I was able to make it. So it was looking pretty good. You know, I got one of my first meets. I got second place on my first meet, so that was good as my first collegiate meet. So yeah.
Definitely. Erik, talk about your recruiting process. You know, a couple years back, when did Lamar come on your radar, and when did you start making contact with them on making your decision?
Well, I actually had a couple offers, but Lamar came around not too far after my senior year, my senior season. So I want to say around November, December. They got in contact with me, and you know, we started talking. You know, things like that. And then I went for my official visit. And so when I went for my official visit, you know, I mean, I liked it. It felt like home, a family atmosphere. And one thing led to another. I ended up committing, and I've been there 2 years now.
Talk to me about your first year on the football team, your first game. What was that like for you? Was that the surreal moment for you that like this is real, this is happening?
I mean, yeah, I mean it's crazy, you know. It was a big difference, you know, getting on the field, you know, first of all, practice at first was a lot different, you know, a lot of up tempo things. You know, they really want to focus and perfect really everything and make sure your technique's all there, fundamentals. And you know, the game, when it came game time, I mean, it was a smooth transition really from practice. You know, I really, you know, got my head into things, but really the speed of the game, I was like, wow, you know, it's a big difference. But I mean, I had fun, you know, it was good.
What stood out to you this past year, your second year?
I mean, I guess the game slowed down a little bit once my first year over. You know, it's my second year. Everything slowed down. I really understood what to do, and I mean, it slowed down. So I mean, I feel like I did pretty good.
Tyler, if you've been on social media lately, you saw that you made our list of 16.
Yes, it's pretty crazy. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Yeah. So when did you first kind of see that was going on, and you saw your name?
Actually, I didn't even see. He's the one that texted me about it. I was pretty surprised, and I went and looked, and I was pretty happy to be there with those people because everyone that's there is pretty good. So it was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a tough list, not only to crack, but for us to put together. Because if you saw the honorable mention list, the honorable mention list was just as tough too. And then the way we put the bracket together through a random generator,
Yeah.
it just happened to be you and Kai Money.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. You know, we played him for 2 years, so it's pretty fun playing against him. So going up against him again, I guess in like a tournament thing is pretty cool. So it'll be fun to see who wins.
Yeah, and we when for the people that were watching, when we put out the bracket, when we saw you names pop up, we went back to y'all's senior year, and the numbers you two put up that game was just ridiculous. If you can go back and talk about that game, just how I mean, I think Erik, you had a couple touchdowns, you had a big game, but it's like if you and Kai Money were just exchanging highlight reels.
Yeah, that was a pretty intense game. You know, we were down by like 27 at one point. So you know, being down, we just had to step it up, I guess. So I guess we played hard to the end. So we just came out to win. It was pretty fun. That was like the most exciting game I had all year. So just being in that situation just made everything better, I guess. So, yeah.
Did you have a conversation with Kai after the game? Maybe a little fun here and there.
Nah, I never even talked to him before, so I've never talked to him before.
Definitely. So yeah, I know in a couple days, the Hondo and St. Joe fans will be able to vote when we put you guys out there, your names out there for the vote. But yeah, so you know, talking about football and you know, you guys' days in Hondo, what you know, looking back a couple years, what stood out to you in those years for you guys, and just how no not only how dominant you guys were, but the team and you know the offense and just how good you guys were.
I mean, I feel like it was team chemistry. You know, we were real close. The whole team was close, and you know, I feel like that really led to the field. And I mean, it was just all fun. You know, we clicked on all cylinders, and one thing led to another, and we're just a good team back then.
Yeah, we played together since like Typhus, so you know, like we've always been playing together. So like, of course, the chemistry was there, and then we all worked hard together. We always worked out and stuff. So I think that helped a big. It played a big. Everything was just a big help being together and everything.
Yeah, I'm kind of losing you guys just a little bit. You guys are a little blurry. But Tyler, that year you threw for 3,000 yards. Erik, you had over 1,660 yards receiving, 20 touchdowns, 89 catches. For you two guys, it was just like playing pitch and catch in the dark.
Yeah, that was.
It was fun. It was just that chemistry, We've always been close. We've always been friends on and off the field. So game time, it was go time, really.
If you guys could maybe go back and point out a game, or maybe a couple plays, or maybe one play that stood out to you two guys, that maybe stood out to you, could you guys pick one out, or there's just so many?
Man, there's a lot, but I don't know there's one pass I threw to him, he caught it one-handed, and that was probably the craziest thing I've seen, throwing it and he just catching it one-handed. That was pretty crazy to me. I don't know about you.
I mean, I've seen this guy has done so many crazy things, really. From what I've seen, he's the best quarterback I've ever played with. And I mean, the things he did, it was just, to me, amazing. And I was, being together, and I don't know, it was just fun. He's my guy, you know what I'm saying?
I think that one-handed catch, was that one against Gruya?
Yeah.
That's so. Yeah, I remember I got that highlight that night. I was like, wow. Yeah. It was definitely one of the better plays we'd seen that year. But have you guys kept in touch with maybe some of the younger guys? Y'all senior year, it was the offense that was ahead of the defense. Josiah's senior year, it was it was the opposite. And now this past year, we saw the offense with I think it was 6 sophomores starting. Is this maybe one of the younger Rio Hondo teams you guys have seen in y'all's time?
Yeah, they were real young, and I mean they did pretty good for the youth they had on both sides. So I mean I'm happy for them. They did good things, and I hope they continue doing good things.
Yeah, they're a young team, but they're gonna continue to grow. They have a lot more years to grow, so they're only gonna get better. Just how we did, year after year, you just get better. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So it should be good for them.
Yeah, because the offense, a lot of people looked at the offense. Guys like Jonah, Smiley Rodriguez, and Zachariah Rios. A lot of these guys, a lot of these skills guys, get compared to you all and say, in a year or two, they could be putting up some big numbers. Do you guys talk at all with these younger guys, or maybe when you guys go by the weight room, when you guys visit school or anything like that? Do you guys ever talk with them?
Oh yeah, most definitely. When whenever we see them, we try to give them advice, and I mean they're just like, I guess almost like younger brothers almost. We try to like give them tips and pointers, and of course we want to see them succeed. So we try to do everything possible so so they can use it. And I mean, yeah.
Anytime we see them, we talk to them, whatever. It's not like we don't ignore anybody. So whenever we see them, we give them anything we can. So it's pretty. Whenever we see them, we just talk to them.
I mean, at one point we were their 7-on-7 coach, trying to coach them up. Yeah. That's right. I mean, we want to see them do good.
Yeah. 7-on-7. You guys were a big part of that a couple years ago. This year there is no 7-on-7 as far as no trip to College Station. As sports guys, sports fans, athletes, how have y'all taken in this whole deal with seeing sports being put on pause and for college athletics again getting canceled? What was you guys' reaction when you first started seeing sports started to be put on pause?
It sucked really. I mean, everybody wants to go out there compete, especially spring sport people. I mean, this is their year, you know what I'm saying, or this is their time, and seniors as well. I mean, I'm sure I can't imagine me being in that position. I mean, I'd be devastated, so I can only imagine them. But I mean, for the younger ones, I mean, this is a lot of time to put in that work and grind and get better.
Yeah, it's definitely hard for those that have been working so hard to go and compete, and now they can't do that because of the virus. But I mean, everyone's only going to get better in this rest period, I guess. So I guess it's good in some ways, but also very bad in others. So yeah.
And Erik, it hits close to home, not only because you're an athlete, but Kelsey, you know, she was a junior this year. You know, and
Yeah.
they were in the thick of their softball season. Even free and her travel ball all got put on pause. Have you talked with Kelsey at all, or is she working out? I hope she's working out, but how has she handled this whole deal?
I mean, yeah, Kelsey was hurt. I mean, man, I'm telling you, she was gonna do numbers this year. But every day she's putting in work. You know, she really puts work when no one's watching. I'm really proud of her. I mean, I swear this was gonna be a season. She was already putting numbers, and I can only imagine what she was gonna do as the season continued. But yeah, my little sister, she was gonna go crazy, and I'm happy for her that right now she's putting in work. Every day she's been putting in work, and so has Free. And you know, my little sisters are hard workers, and I know they're only gonna get better from this.
And I can't imagine Kelsey could not get away with too much with you being in the same house. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't allow anything less.
I mean, we push each other, you know. If it wasn't for her, I really wouldn't be who I am because we've always pushed each other. And as a family, I wouldn't say we really competed, but we really support each other, you know, to do the best possible. We all want to see each other succeed and be the best we can. So, you know, we have a strong support system and we're always going to be there for each other no matter what.
We were talking about how Lamar and you guys getting a new coach and a new system. That's got to be difficult considering the timing. You know, you guys would normally have your spring game. That got canceled. So now it seems as if you guys are behind the eight ball when it comes to learning the verbiage, learning the system, and learning to work with a new coach. So how has that challenge been for you guys?
I mean, at first, when they first came in the spring, you know, we started off, it was new. So, you know, we didn't really know much. And I mean, we really did good learning each other. We had meetings all the time and we really started like click with each other. And I mean, not being able to do spring ball really hurt us a lot, but you know, we still have meetings daily, Zoom meetings. We still keep in contact, and hopefully, as soon as we get back to the way things were, you know, we'll go back and you know get better.
Has the football program or your coaches sent y'all any specific workouts that they want you guys to do, or how is that working?
Oh yeah, every day we get multiple workouts. We get workouts for the week. We get workouts speed wise, strength wise. We get it all. So you know we're still staying in shape. You know, and we're not losing what we lost. We're maintaining and getting better. So as soon as we get back to you know in person strength and conditioning in the weight room and on the field and things like that, it's just smooth sailing. We'll hit the field running.
Tyler, how about you with the strengthening and with the powerlifting? Do they send y'all specific workouts, or how does that work?
Yeah, I have a whole strength program, and on top of that, I've been doing some of his workouts too. So it's all coming together. We're only gonna get better from this. So just gonna continue to work hard, you know.
Yeah, you guys are in some really good shape. What exactly do you guys work on, or how often do you guys work? Because it seems every time I get on Instagram, you guys are at the gym.
I mean, it's an everyday thing. It's an everyday grind. You know, we push each other really, and that's another thing. Us being together, working out with each other, we push each other and we support each other, and we want to see each other succeed. So every time we get in the weight room, it's you know going hard all the time.
Yeah, it's something we always done. You know, we love to do it. You know, it gets boring just being lazy, so you always got to do something. So working out's always there, and we just love to work hard and work together. You know.
Before we wrap up, again, back to y'all's Real Hondo days. What's the one thing y'all miss the most about playing football for the Bobcats?
Man, everything. It was just so fun, you know, being on the field with your friends, you know, putting up numbers, the coaching staff, really everything. It was just like a home over there. I mean, Real Hondo showed us so much love and support. I mean, it was always so much fun.
Yeah, we definitely miss everything, you know. All the young ones need to cherish all those moments because you know they go away quickly. You know, it's like anytime you like reminisce and you know you get kind of like I don't know you miss it.
Yeah.
So just gotta cherish every moment. You know.
Definitely. We're joined by former Real Hondo Bobcats, Erik Pizarro, currently at Lamar, and Tyler Bush, who's at UTRGV. Before we go, guys, any shout outs or any Any shout outs you guys want to give to maybe any family or friends?
My family, I mean,
Yeah, my family too.
but also, I mean, those athletes, you know, keep putting in work. You know, hopefully this time will go by quick, and you know, it's putting that work. By the time you know it, your season is coming, and it's go time.
Yeah, just keep working hard and don't ever stop. Even with this thing going on, just keep going.
Definitely. That's Erik Pizarro and Tyler Bush joining us this afternoon. Guys, thanks for making the time after y'all's workout. Joining us from we said San Benito. You guys are at the gym.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, you guys get home safe, and you guys take care. Stay home, stay safe, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank